It's not gonna be a short video, but it's not gonna be either long video. But I want to tell you what I do when I'm sick, or what I did now while I was sick. I still am, but much better. I was talking to Grok, doctor, all the time. I had an open conversation that I never forget. And I always asked every morning, hey, what do you know about? What do you remember? And it always told me like what happened and that I'm sick and I have runny nose and I don't want to have runny nose, blah, blah, blah. And so I have a tips, guys, for a runny nose. If you are like me, somebody who is suffering of at least once, twice a year of like, my girlfriend doesn't have it, for example, but the runny nose is something what I have a lot. I mean, if sick, if flu or cold, it's a runny nose. Always like 5 days or a week. There is a 2 days which is very runny. I might not have fever, but runny nose, boom. I bought a neti pot. Cook the water for 5 minutes just to kill any bacteria if you're using a tap water. Or you need like distillated water, I don't know, distillated water or whatever. And salt, a little of baking soda. I think I was using about something around like half teaspoon of salt and quarter of teaspoon baking soda for 200 milliliters, 250. And I rinsed the, like, just let it pot and like that, and I did also other side, but then I stick with one side for a long time. And I did not do like a room temperature water, I will slightly warmer, not so warm, careful, because it was just so nice, it's calming inside. And this like twice a day, if it's possible, 3 times twice, depends. And I'm telling you, like 1-2 days, I believe it's like really cool. Plus water really is important, it's like a calm thing. So what I did when I started having sore throat, I put the phone away, which was like very hard part. So I put it away and I lie down, close my eyes, and I just did breathing. I just breathe, focus on what is going on here, like the blockage, and like putting attention on it, and just like gave up, you know, like it's like you try to put your attention somewhere else because it's just, you know, or food or whatever. If you do this for one day, like, yeah, you don't have to do it for a whole day, but for a few hours afternoon. Because if you have to do work a lot, if you live on a farm like me, so you still have to work somehow. And then you have the rest, you try to rest, and you have this like a lot of drinking. I did a lot of water drinking, a lot of water. If you're sore throat, the lemon juice is not good for the throat. That's AI said it, and it's, but I did that and it seems good. I was regularly eating vitamin D once a day, twice a day. I had drops, you know. Then I have like this one of those dissolving tablets, like which makes you like a drink, you know what I mean? Vitamin C plus zinc. And then you have, if you have antihistaminics like a Zyrtec, or just Google it. There is one which makes you drowsy, and then the no drowsy one. So you need to have the drowsy one for before sleeping, and the non drowsy, like, I don't know, you just take those, I guess, once a day, whatever. Check it out, like ask AI or Google it. Neti pot. So you rinse these nose. You can also throughout the day do steaming if you have. Listen, this is cool. If you have a runny nose, you can do the neti pot, which when you put it aside, it will dries off. But then it's like blah. I did it evening, and morning I got up, and it was no run at all, but so like a little bit dry. So what I did, hot water, steaming pot, and just, I don't know, 3 to 5 minutes above it. Careful that you don't burn. It should not be so hot. You should be comfortable. Close your eyes and breathe through nose and out through the mouth. Yeah. Bless ya. Bless you. And but careful that you don't burn the nose. Yeah, I remember I did it a year ago or 2 years ago. That's too much. So 3 to 5 minutes, a few times a day. If you have a dry nose or blockage, that's good for with the steam. Yeah, you can cover face, but you don't have to. I did not. Yeah. I also did it above the stove. Before even it started boiling. I just turned it down and I put there the hand. It was dropping, and I have to, of course, obviously wash the pot. When I just put it on the table, 3 to 5 minutes. You don't need to cover your face, but do it regularly. And let it put like twice a day, maybe. And then the antihistaminics, whatever is the word. And yeah, what was this? A lot of drinking. You got a lot of drink, and I can suggest you drink warm, at least lukewarm drinks like water or chamomile tea, ginger tea. Um, but drinks like really, really, really a lot throughout the day. Just drinks when you are, but when you are getting to bed, like, you know what I mean, like slow down because you don't want to be interrupted by this. But when you wake up, you are not about to go sleep back. Just like, rinse it properly, because drinks, I found out that it helps a lot. Sometimes it's like I have a runny nose, but when I drink a lot, it somehow slow down or stop the runny nose. It's I don't know how it works, but it's like that. Yeah, and zinc. If you can also have a zinc like separately, that's a cool thing too. Yeah, just feel today much better than today morning. Um, yeah, that's what I wanted to tell you. I just wanted to tell you what I found out, and I wrote it. I have a notes in my phone. Well, like when it comes, it calls like when it comes. Not like a runny nose thing. And I want to be ready, like if it happens, because with the neti pot is such a helper. Yeah, I forgot to tell you, with the sore throat, if you have it, don't forget, like a gargle, you know, this you do that. That's cool. Again, boiling water, boil water, little water, and then put that just cold one, cool it down for like warm temperature, and again 250 milliliters, a half teaspoon of salt, and I put that even a little bit chili if you can, if you want, and gargle it 30 seconds, I don't know, 3 times, a few times a day, depends, like if you do it twice, 3 times, because I did it and it immediately stopped. And the second day I didn't have a sore throat at all, it was gone, it went up to my nose. Yeah. But that moment I didn't realize that I had the neti pot I bought some time ago. So I went through like a whole Sunday, Monday, and yet the whole 2 days I didn't have fun. But I had really like a one whole day runny nose. Afternoon, Sunday, today also a little, not so much. But I would say like 2 days. But now it's like a third day, and I still have like, I feel it, but it's much, much better. So the gargle is important if you have a sore throat, too, with the nose, of course. The neti pot, yeah, because it's like, imagine that gargle. I, I, I it's you're rinsing basically the bacteria from your throat, yeah, away. But then it climbs up, and you rinse it up there with the neti pot, with the water. You're rinsing it just away. Yeah, this is such a like what can be better than rinsing the viruses, the bacteria, like away, so they don't spread much. They're still there, of course. Obviously, it's being like swollen, yeah, inside. But this I found, like, in my opinion, the best what I found now. best way and fastest way to stop runny nose is to do this, and a lot of sleep. So you need drink a lot of sleep, and the rest without phone, because you need to put it like really close your eyes, and you don't have to sleep, but close the eyes. That's from AI, and it's true. And just be alone, even if it's just 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and when you lie down, you're just so calm. And man, it's just stopped running even, because sometimes we need to have the calmness to stop. Be always running or stressy, and it runs. So peace, like this I said, drinking, neti pot, gargle, antihistamics, and zinc is good. You can also use spray if you really like suffer. Some good spray for nose, but just once, and using only 3 days, because then it's like you hurting yourself basically. I hope I didn't forget anything. Yeah. And what is good when you are in the night sleeping, you can also have sage candies with honey or something, or just make your chamomile tea with a teaspoon of honey and drink it, because overnight I sometimes woke up with like a dry throat, and the honey helps you to soothe it out. Yeah, so it's like I could breathe, I didn't have to like waking up. It's a lot actually. Wow, I'm like a doctor. And because of the AI, I talk to the AI. So I just want to help you. But with the runny nose, it's the neti pot, really. It's a cool thing. Gargle, because it's connected to the throat with it. And then steam. And being calm. And by the way, don't blow your nose. Try to not blow your nose. But once a 2 hours or once an hour you can do it. But try to do it gently, because you kind of tickle the nose, and it starts making more mucus. So the something that is like, when it starts blowing regularly, it starts like even more running, and it's just, yeah. So I didn't, if I blew my nose like 6 times, 7 times in 2 days, that's max what I did. Hot shower, of course, you can have to hot steam for it. So I hope you got the point. I try to always summarize it, but then it's like there is actually many things. I also could tell you this, that when I had blocked nose on this side, so it's good to lie down on your pillow, a little bit higher pillow on this side, and because it will somehow it will release. But if you have a runny nose from this side and not blocked, lie down on the other side, and it helps. And this is all I learned. This is all I learned from the AI. You're welcome. So don't forget. Neti, gargle, a lot of drink, water, steam. If you need spray, zinc, I said. And yeah, calm. You need to have a rest. And if you have different ideas, let me know in the comments. I'm always happy and open to learn new things, so maybe you know other ways. Because running those guys, that's the worst.